Hey guys, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Brie.
We're best friends, moms, and obsessed with TV.
Check us out every Monday as we dissect motherhood, TV, pop culture, and whatever else derails the conversation.
It's like eavesdropping on your funniest, most unfiltered friends.
If your friends had a mic and no shame,
We're here for all of it, and honestly,
we're not mad about it.
hey Maddies, welcome back to another episode of Not Mad About It podcast. Not gonna lie, this may be a quickie, but knowing your girls, I'm sure we'll find plenty to talk about. The summer shows are very light this time of year,
true.
but thank God, because Love Island truly is a full-time job.
It's taking
And we
over the
will-
nation.
The nation, the world.
My mom even said
Even-
she might watch. She's like, I can't escape this Love Island. It's everywhere.
We're recruiting people. They're having showings in bars and
So
restaurants. So smart.
So smart.
So smart. But we're going to get into it all. We're going to get into all the new relationships, Casa Amor, the Villa, the Alondria, and Nick of it all. It's going to be hard to hold back. But
I
you
know.
we'll do our best. We'll do our best.
Yeah.
Brie, take us to where we need to go.
Okay, so I already told you this, but I have to share with the Maddies. The craziest thing happened to me this week. Last Sunday, my husband and I decided to go like an evening beach sesh with the boys, like a pre-dinner beach. Like one of the perks of like living in Rhode Island, there's beach everywhere. We love it.
How
we
far
went
are
to
you? You hop in the car
25
minutes?
minutes.
Okay.
Oh, 10 minutes would be a dream. 25 minutes, but that's part of the allure, the drive, because we're killing time here.
That's all. We're just trying to make it to bedtime. That's it.
We're killing time here. That's what it's all about. And like, we get a coffee. Like the kids are really good in the car. So especially when it's me and Andrew together, like that's when I'm like, boom, I got a to-do list. I need to ask you about this. I need to ask you about this. And that's when we're trapped and I have to just rattle off everything in my head that I need to discuss. Okay. So we go to the beach. We leave. We both think that we put the stroller in the car.
Oh my God.
We head home. Okay. Next morning, I go to get in my car. I open the trunk. There's no stroller. It's
Sounds awfully light back here.
it's 7:30 in the morning. Immediate panic sets in. I'm like, we left the effing stroller at the beach. Is this a sick joke? I call my husband. I immediately start cursing him out because I'm like, you left it.
It's obviously his fault. Yeah.
This is your fault. Like, I will never forgive you for this. He's like, we'll just buy another stroller. I was like, I want another stroller. Like, like you don't understand. Blah blah. This
Do you know
stroller
how
is
it's
like
gonna take me to thrift this stroller? It's not easy to find.
And that stroller would never make it to a thrift shop unless it's me bringing it there for somebody, which I should do when I'm done with it because it's a gorgeous stroller.
Or whoever found your stroller at the beach.
Oh my God. Okay, so anyway, I'm freaking out. I'm screaming at my husband, hang up on him. I'm ignoring his calls. We're headed to the beach at 7:30 a.m. Fine, whatever. We're going there. I pull up and I see my stroller on the sidewalk exactly where I left it. Is that not my heart has never felt so relieved, seriously,
good
in my
feeling.
life. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I pull up. I'm like, oh my God, the stroller is there. I love you, Rhode Island. Good people live
Good
here.
Yeah.
Good people. Can you imagine?
Do you know what would be the problem for me? Because I know you travel super light. So you're just leaving behind a stroller.
Yeah.
Like, I have a second life in my stroller. Like, all of my things are there.
Well,
So it's
I
like
did
another
have-
bag.
Well, I did have all of my things in there, but I thought Andrew was going to put it in the car. So I took all of the things out of the stroller.
Thank
And then
God.
we get in the car and he's like, did you get my wallet? Did you get my this? I'm like, yep, got it. So I'm like, great. He put it in. I got the stuff. Nope. So it could have been worse.
Don't you just love that when that happens?
Don't you? And then I called him back and I was like, stroller's here. So sorry about earlier.
Oh, an apology wouldn't be coming out of my mouth. That's for
And
sure.
I was like, so sorry. I was freaking out. It's there. Have a great day. Talk to you later.
Oh my God. Okay, so our conversations, Brie, would be so different. I would still be ignoring him probably.
No,
And like just
Nikki.
let him sweat it out. Like well, you know what?
Stop.
You're really lucky that I went to the beach and I found it.
Wow. Prayers for John,
That's
everyone.
funny. Seriously, truly. My
But,
mom
like-
is always like, thank you for taking her off of our hands.
That was literally your
so
dad's
sorry.
speech at your wedding. Yeah. He's like, here you go. I wish you all the luck. Thank you so much.
All yours.
Your dad like slips him like $100. He's like, this little something extra. We appreciate it.
Truly.
Oh, but okay, so that was like just a big relief. So if anybody leaves their stroller on the sidewalk, like, have hope. It could be there. You never know.
If you
Probably
live-
not. This is very
Rhode
yeah,
Island, yeah.
if you live in Rhode Island.
If you live in New York, especially the city,
Yeah.
that's going to be gone.
I actually feel like if you live anywhere, maybe not like the South, like, people are nice there, but if you live in New York, that stroller's not there. If you live in Boston, that stroller's not there 10 minutes later. Really crazy.
Well, that's true. But, like, who would take it? Like, I would never take somebody else's,
Yeah, but there's people that,
sell it.
yeah, or that probably are like walking around in that, because it's like in a town, a real town, like maybe walking around kids at night, like if you recognize the brand, like, ooh, that's a big bucks over there, big spenders at that house. But
Bikes would go missing a lot. Like, by the
Oh,
beach
yeah.
where my friend lives, always bikes missing. Which is, like, so messed up. But I guess, like, yeah, you have a bike lock, but here I am. Like, Colin, he's in kindergarten, rides his scooter to school with me, obviously, not by
cute.
himself. But they have a little bike rack, and sometimes he wants to leave his bike there, like his scooter. He thinks it's so cool.
that is cool.
But I'm like, my thing is, I'm never going to remember the keys. If we lock it
yeah.
up, I'm going to
gone.
pick him up, and I'm not going to have the keys with me, and then we're really screwed. So we usually don't lock it up, and I'm always like scoping out to see, does everybody else have their bike? Like, we're
No, they don't lock
in
it,
a
right?
very quiet town. Yeah, like nobody's coming, but I am always like a little on the edge of my seat, like going to
Yeah.
pick him up. Like, whoo, is it there? Like, nobody wants this $35 Jetson scooter. Like,
Oh my god. My bike always went missing when I was younger, but that's because my bigger brother was selling it all the time. It was like, new bike, he's selling it. New bike, he's selling it. So I just like stopped getting bikes eventually. Learned my lesson. Anyway, something else that's so funny and random, but my little meatball son, Ty, who I talk about all the time, almost 11 months old, first of all, I weighed him the other day, 24 pounds.
that's huge.
Like, Callum's 30 pounds, and he's a year and a half older than him.
Yeah, they're going to start like closing the gap soon.
He's an 18 to 24 months close.
Yeah, Colin and Leo can wear their 20 months apart.
Yeah, interchangeable.
They wear the same clothes now. It's great.
That I'm looking forward to, but I was just like, 18 to 24 months, that size is fake. For boys, it doesn't exist. I feel like they're like, just get 2T. I'm like, this
It's
is
so
a baby.
It's so stupid. All the
it's-
sizes are so dumb. And all the sizes are so different. If you're ever going to
different.
shop at Old Navy, size up.
Size up. Big time.
So small.
Carter's, size up.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere, really.
Well, Zara, true to size. Or you could even, those t-shirts are big. They're oversized.
Oh.
Yeah.
I always like to size up anyway, just
too.
because, like,
Who cares?
what's the harm?
What's the harm? I totally agree. But for the past 3 weeks, every morning when he wakes up, I notice he's like 10 minutes after he wakes up, he like takes a big dump in his diaper. So like 3 weeks ago, I started when he wakes up, I just take his diaper off and I put him right on the potty. And so now every morning he takes,
Does he go?
huge dump every morning.
On the
Big
potty?
Big dump, big pee on the potty. And it's like a family affair. Like me and Callum are in there. We're like, yeah, tie. Like, and
Oh my.
Callum looks in. He's like, there's a big brown tie.
I love that they're browns. And
They're
yellows,
browns
right?
and yellows. Yeah, browns and yellows.
Love that.
But just seeing this big fat meatball on a potty,
The
it's
funniest thing.
irresistible. It's so
Yeah.
cute. I'm like, your belly is so big.
How have I not gotten a video yet?
I've probably sent a picture to like our group Snapchat, but it's like, it's just like
Not enough.
silly. But we're taking
I
this
want-
serious.
Have Callum be the videographer. He
would.
needs to capture this moment.
He would. It's so funny. It's so cute. Like, I actually, this sounds so weird. I look forward to it in the morning. I'm like, let's get that boy up. Let's get him on the potty. Because it's, and he
that
claps when
duty.
he's done. I know. And sometimes I'll say, like, oh, do you have any more? And he'll go,
Stop.
yeah, he'll shake his head
Okay,
no.
so we're ready.
Big diaper is not is not getting money from my pocket. I will tell you that.
right.
I feel like Becca Martinez, if you guys know, you know, from The Bachelor, like she does not F with big diaper community. And I have to admit, like, I am kind of on that conspiracy theory train.
I would never cloth diaper. Not
I
judging
would
those who
never.
do. It's not for me.
It's not for me either. Like, that is too much of a commitment. And she was like talking, if you guys don't know, Becca Martinez, she was on Ari's season of The Bachelor. She was like 23 years old when she went it, but now she's like a big time crunchy mama. Like, huge crunchy mama, which I do have a side tangent about the crunchy mamas, but she was just going on this rant about big diapers. She like cloth diapers all for kids, and she's like potty training her like 1-year-old. I'm right there with you, sister. Why not?
I don't see anything wrong with potty training. Even Stassi was doing like the what do they call it?
Something
like
communication.
Yeah.
EC.
And you just like
What
put
is that
them on
word?
the potty and they go. But that's
Why
like
not?
really good for a boy because boys are a little slower.
Well, Callum's
To,
he's done and dusted too.
Yeah, well, Callum's a freak. Callum's the
Callum's a
firstborn,
freak.
like
Yeah.
super freak. Yeah,
But
he's
it's like, why not
so
just get
smart
them
and
used
ready.
to it?
Yeah, no harm. Do you know what else Becca does that's super crunchy? I stopped following her for a long time, but I had to go back. She raises bunnies and uses them as meat and makes like rabbit stew all the time.
It's
And her
really
kids
insane.
like hold the bunnies and like
No.
have watched them like skin the bunnies and
No,
like
Nikki.
okay.
Gross. She
I
did recently
get-
say that she's actually thinking about going vegetarian because she's like connected to these bunnies and it's like really difficult.
Yeah, well, she's stopped. She hasn't been breeding them, but the boy bunny got into the girl bunny's cage, and now they have babies.
Okay, well, just keep the babies. Like, that's too much.
So cute.
That reminds me of my tangent that I have to say to Crunchy Mamas. I don't even know if this would mean anything to you, but if anybody follows like Crunchy Mamas, you kind of know what I'm about to say. But they are starting to abuse the word nourishing and
In what sense?
like pairing it with yummy. Like everything is like, oh, this like I feed my kids like real yummy, nourishing food. Oh, it's so nourishing. Oh, this lotion that I got, this beef tallow lotion is so yummy on the skin. Oh, it's like so nourishing for my face and my lips. Like I
That's
can't with the
so-
nourishing, I can't with the yummy.
it's so Gwyneth Paltrow. Like that's who it reminds me of.
Yes, it's just like a buzzword, and they're like disgusting me with the nourishing and the yummy, nourishing everything. Can we stop?
Okay, and if you haven't heard it, like me, like I'm not on that side.
Oh,
It's gonna
God.
be all in my face now. Nourishing
Well,
and
I
yummy.
follow a lot of crunchy mamas because I like the aesthetic, you know, of like feet
Mm-hmm.
in the grass and the sun is shining and we're
Yes.
doing finger paints and we're like I like that
Gardening,
vibe.
making
We're gardening.
bread.
Exactly. I love that. It's just nice to see.
That was me today as I plucked fresh basil from my garden to make a pesto, and then
feels good.
it does feel good. I told you yesterday. I think I voice noted you last week when I was in my jeans. I just dropped
Yeah.
Colin off at school and I like, had to water the garden. It was so hot out, and I was wearing jeans, just watering my garden, picking,
Admiring.
plucking the veggies and the leaves that are overgrown. I was like, I'm fucking Meghan Markle right now, like in my jeans, nourishing my garden.
Nourishing your garden, that's nourishing your family.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. No, it really is nice. I love it. Oh, okay. I actually need you to give me an intervention. Sorry to just side note. I don't know why that made me think of it. I've been doing
where
the
are we
most
going now?
annoying. I've been. This is how my brain works, you guys. Like I hear one thing, word association.
It's called ADHD.
Yeah, I think I have
Welcome.
that. Big
It's called being a
time.
mom. Yeah.
It's called being a mom. Like we can only like stay on
Being
one
a
thing for
mama.
too long, unless it's reality TV. We can stay there forever.
But we do jump around.
But I've been doing the most annoying thing in the world, and I need you to tell me it's bad. I
Okay.
can't stop calling Callum babe. Every second.
What?
No, it's so out of character for
Like
me.
tell me a sentence.
He'll be like, "Oh, I need something," and I'll be like, "Okay, babe, 1 second."
I'm a honey. I do honey.
Okay, so is babe okay?
It's okay. It's not my favorite. Like
It's so
what do
not
you-
like me.
What do you call Andrew? Your
I
husband?
guess I do call him babe.
Never.
And I think like Callum like heard me say it and he said it one time back to me. He's like, "Coming, babe," you know. So now like he loves when I call him babe.
That's
like
cute.
he loves it. So I can't stop saying it. But in return, he now calls me Brie.
Stop.
He goes, Brie, I'm throwing this in the trash. I'm like, okay, thanks, babe.
Babe and Brie.
It's like that. Have you ever seen that Shane Gillis skit when it's like at a certain point, like all sons are like gay for their mom?
Oh, yes. I love that.
So Andrew's like, Callum's gay for his mom right now. I'm like,
Oh, no,
so
Colin
true.
is...
Yeah.
Colin is almost 6 and he's still so gay for me, and I love it. I hope it never changes. Like, literally crawled into
funny.
my lap, just like, he is so
Yeah.
gay for his mama.
It's
okay,
so
babe
cute.
isn't my favorite, but it's okay. I'm a big honey. Like, I'm always like, okay, honey, like, in a second, honey.
Exactly like that. But I'm so
Yeah.
scared he's going to turn into, I know you're not going to get this reference because you don't watch movies, but just in case you've seen it, I'm so scared he's going to turn into Vince Vaughn from Swingers. Have you ever seen that?
No, I thought you were going to say the pig. Like, when you
No,
said
he
babe,
calls-
like...
Oh, no.
like, let me use connecting clues. Babe? Bacon?
No, you and John should watch Swingers. It's like an iconic film. It's like one of Vince Vaughn's first movies. Like he's super young in it.
Okay,
And
great. Love it.
You
Let
know
me
the
add it to
term
the list.
You know the term Vegas baby?
No.
Like people are always like Vegas baby, yeah. That's Vince
No.
Vaughn from this movie. And Vince Vaughn calls everybody baby in this movie. He's like, "Come on, baby. We're going to Vegas, baby."
Oh my
Everybody
God,
baby.
no.
That's going to be Callum, 20 years old, calling his friends babe and baby.
Yeah, his teacher.
It's kind of cool though.
What was worse than calling your teacher mom? You remember that? Like,
Yes, I do. And everybody does it. It's fine,
everybody does
right?
it. It's totally fine. And as a teacher on the other side, like, never thought, thank you. Like, that's so nice. Never thought
definitely-
anything weird about it. But, like,
No,
as
you're
the
like,
kid
"Aw."
calling your teacher mom, like, you just want to die.
I've definitely called my mom babe before, like as if talking to Andrew. So I guess I do use this word a lot, which is so crazy for me, but okay.
Me and John are not babes. We're just mom and dad. Like, I, like, call him dad, like, or daddy, which is, like, so weird. Like, not in a sexual way, guys. Like, trust me, not in a sexual way. But I'll just be like, and when I'm hanging out with, like, my parents, too, like, I always just refer to John as dad. I'm like, oh, dad, can you, like, get me a water?
No,
and, like,
you
my
don't.
dad's, like, up and running, like, to go get it. I'm like, I wasn't talking to you, but thank you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I always
I
call
was
him dad.
thinking about the other day how like not our generation because I can't picture you ever doing this, but how our parents call their in-laws mom and dad.
Brie, yes.
Is that not so crazy?
Parents do it, but I didn't know if it was, like, an Italian thing.
No, it's just like their generation. Like I don't think my mom called my dad's parents mom and dad, but I cannot imagine calling Andrew's
Never.
dad and mom and dad.
Never.
Never. And I remember
But, like-
before I got married, like that gave me anxiety. And I think I asked my mom, like, do I have to do that? And she was like, no. I was like, whew.
It's so weird.
It's
But, like,
so
not
weird.
weird for them. But, like, for us, never. Could never.
I know. So, like, is it disrespectful that, like, our generation, like, broke that cycle?
No, because, it's disrespectful. Is like, I don't even call my mother-in-law anything. Like, I just don't refer to her by name. Like, or if I do, I call her grandma. Like, not in a mean way. Like, it's just like, I just will not say her name. Like, I'll wait till she's looking at me. And then
Nikki.
we'll carry on with the conversation. Like, if I need her attention, I'll call her grandma. Just like I call John dad.
Nikki, that is so funny. But it's extra funny because if you guys don't know, I grew up with Nikki's husband. So, which means I grew up with Nikki's mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law, yes.
So I just call her by her name, not the movie.
Yeah, I would never call her Alicia.
That is so funny, but that's also so you. Like,
Yeah, no. Like, the thought of calling her Alicia to her face is so crazy.
I can't, Nikki. That is so funny.
don't think
Does
I've
anybody
ever done
else? Does anybody else just like wait to make eye contact with their in-laws before engaging in conversation?
Wave, like, raise my hand.
You're like, oh, over here. Yeah, can you sit down?
That's so funny. But wow, that's so funny because I have thought about that before.
I love that, Nikki. You freaking kill me. That is really funny.
Yeah. That's me.
Okay, so just like totally switching gears here. Nikki, besides me, has a best friend. Her name is Jack, and
She's going to be so excited that you shouted her out.
We talk now on Instagram Messenger, and she was telling me that she wants us to watch The Ultimatum Queer Love. And so she's like, what is she, queer, gay? What is she, Jack, what's the deal here?
Jack, how do you identify? No, she's a lesbian.
She's a lesbian. Okay. So she was like, you guys have to watch it. And I did watch the first season. The second season of the Ultimatum, Queer Love, just came out. And it's like lesbian couples. If you haven't watched the Ultimatum, it's couples that all come together. One person has given the other person an ultimatum, like either marry me or move on. So this season is the second season they've done it where it's all like lesbian or queer couples. And I started watching the first episode. And I wasn't like paying attention enough to have like a lot of thoughts on it, but it did make me think of like, do you think they would ever do a queer Love Island?
They should. I don't think
it's
they
like
would.
inevitable, right?
I don't think they would, and only for the fact that it's like on Peacock. I feel like because like we live in a world where like we're still not ready.
They did a queer Are You the One? You remember that show, Are You the One?
Was it on MTV though?
It was, yeah, so like anything goes there.
Okay. Like, I just saw this thing that you can opt your kids out of LGBTQ lessons now in school. So I don't think our country is really in a place where we want to see that on Peacock.
So true.
You know, like,
Which
I
is
don't,
so
I think,
crazy.
like, Netflix might be, like, more of the platform
Yeah, maybe
for
not.
it.
Well, yeah,
But they
but,
should. Imagine how fun that would be because...
my
then
God.
it's like no lines blurred. Like now it's like,
Exactly.
okay, how many couples could we have? Like only X amount. If you only have people who like the same sex and only the same sex there,
No,
we're
and
gonna
or
have,
just or any sex, any gender, and like the bombshells are for everybody.
yeah,
They're
I
up
love
for
that.
grabs. There's no
Never,
like
never
just
gonna happen. But
honestly, like 5 years from now, it's coming for sure.
we'll
Remember Tila Tequila, VH1 back in the day? She
do
had
I
both.
remember Tila Tequila? Of course.
She had both. What a girl ahead of her time, let me tell you.
Wait, so did you like The Ultimatum?
Yeah, I love the show and like love the girlies. There's going to be a lot. It's going to be messy. I can tell.
Does it all drop at once?
Yeah, the whole season's out.
Great. Do you know how many
Also,
episodes?
I don't know, probably 10.
Like 8, 10,
But
yeah.
I did want to ask you also, like, what would you do if John, before, I mean, you guys have been together forever, but if you were just dating and he said, like, I really don't want to get married, would that be a deal breaker for you?
Yeah.
Like, you would have to get married?
Well, yeah, because I wanted kids.
You wouldn't have kids without being married? Is this too controversial for the air?
No, I've actually never really thought about it. But, like, I've never thought about not getting married.
I feel like if Andrew said to me that he didn't want to legally get married, I would still have a wedding. I'd be like, that's fine, but I want to have a wedding and a big
Brie.
party.
The only thing Brie wanted at her wedding, she had these, like, this beautiful staircase that she was walking down. The only thing that she wanted, she's like, so guys, if people, like, don't start clapping immediately when I start walking down those stairs, you guys are going to start clapping. Like, all this bitch wanted was for people to clap at her damn wedding. Like, so, okay, Andrew, you could have gotten away
God.
with, like, a lot less. Like,
Totally,
all she
totally.
wanted was a party for people to look at her and clap at her and tell her how pretty she is. Which you were. You were so beautiful on your wedding.
Nikki, that's exactly what I wanted. And you know
I
what?
know.
That's the one I got. I made my mom and my brothers practice the night before. I practiced walking down the stairs and they practiced clapping and chanting and cheering.
Oh, no, I just practiced dying of fucking preeclampsia at your wedding.
Oh, yeah. You weren't maybe partaking, but Renee really did me a solid one there. Like, she started the clap.
Of course.
she knew.
If anybody, it would be Renee. That's
She
so
knew.
funny.
Yeah. Thank you,
Sorry to
Renee.
derail us, but you would have said you needed a wedding, but you would have
I would have
gone
said I
through
needed
with-
a wedding and I need us to sign a personal contract where it's like, we're not getting married, but that doesn't mean like you can just like have an affair and then break up with me or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is a binding relationship. Like, we're still committing. Maybe
So
it's
then
not
to me, it's like, what's the point of not getting married then?
well, because I guess not getting married is like, if for some reason you ever got divorced, like the financial situation is less murky.
Yeah, but then
It's like mine and yours.
why are you getting into a relationship that like
Well, you don't need to
You're
get
even
married just to
worried.
like, you know, intertwine.
no, you
I
don't. But if you're starting it with like the fear of you're going to get divorced, then yeah, like you probably
that's true.
because you're scared of like separating your stuff, then don't
That's
like
true.
you shouldn't even be thinking that because you're getting married to stay together.
Nikki,
Me
our
personally,
kids-
yeah, I would probably get like I wanted to be married. So
Yeah. Our kids but you're not a product of divorce.
Right. True.
My parents are divorced, so I feel like it's like so different. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, like we love each other. Like I'm good with that. But what I was gonna say is our kids' generation, I'm telling you, nobody's getting married.
I believe that.
No way. There's gonna be like something else. Like they're gonna be super crafty about it.
Yeah.
Like now
Some
how
sort of new.
when we were growing up, it's like people are doing mushrooms and now they're going to Costa Rica and they're like doing ayahuasca instead. They're not just like going to a field. Like
Sign me up. For both. Mommy needs a little break.
they're doing ayahuasca or
Mommy needs a
ketamine.
vacation.
Mommy needs to go
Or
to Costa
ketamine.
Rica.
Yeah. Fucking trip out on ayahuasca. I'll come back much nicer.
They're just always
Or I
taking
might
it
not
to
come
the-
back at all.
I was asking Andrew, like, the way we talk about Gen Z, do you think that's how, like, our parents talked about millennials? Like, oh, these millennials are so crazy.
Totally. I told you, I sent my cousin a voice note, and she was like, that's
Oh, yeah.
so Gen Z of you. And the way I felt so cool. But I will never go back on a voice note. And me and Brie talked about this already. There's,
Love.
like, certain people, like, once you go voice note with somebody, you're taking your relationship to the next level.
It's deep.
Speaking of Jack, I only voice note you and Jack.
That tracks.
That tracks.
I only voice note
Jax.
you. Actually,
Well,
I sent
voice
my
note Jack, too.
I sent my
you guys are best
cousin.
friends.
Yeah, I should. I sent my cousin, and by my cousin I mean my husband's cousin. But like his family is more my family than his at this point. Like, let's be
Yeah.
real. Like I always say to them, I'm the family, and he's my partner. Do you know what I mean?
Good.
You guys are my blood. I'm bringing him into the family. Like I'm the family here.
You married in.
I married. There we go. That's why I did it. Dibs.
That's
Dibs on
the
the
only
family.
reason.
Yeah. So I did voice note my cousin one time because I had to tell her a funny story that it's funnier.
It's so much easier.
So much easier. And actually my sister-in-law, Paul's wife, we voice note because like we're moms. Like we don't have time. Like we
I
voice
don't
note.
even voice note my mom, though. That's weird that I don't voice note her.
We voice note catching up like from like 3 weeks later. It's like, here's a 4-minute voice note, and 3 weeks later, I'm following up with another 4-minute voice note. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. I don't like a 4-minute voice note, though. I have too many
I take
thoughts.
notes.
Yeah, I have too many thoughts going. Like, I'd rather get 4 1-minute in a row, like, than one big 4.
Wait, Nikki, the craziest thing
that
is we've
crazy?
already been recording for so long, and I still have so much more.
Yeah, so the quickie, guys, you know, we said may or may not be.
Like, you guys, me and Nikki, obviously, we're best friends. People ask if we were sisters. If you're listening, we might as well be. We can't help ourselves. Like, this is just what we do, and we just hit record, and we put it out there for the world.
We're one. Yeah, like, seriously.
It's funny, though. Like, it might be entertaining as a listener, but being in person with us, it's actually probably the most annoying thing in the world.
Our poor husbands and
I
poor
know.
Sarah, our other third of our trifecta.
I know.
I mean, it's like, well, remember, so me and Brie and our
She's
best
like, can you
friend
guys
Sarah,
clip it?
clip.
Literally clip.
We just would talk about TV all the time, and Sarah's like not a big TV watcher, so she'd
Yeah.
just be like, "Can you shut the fuck up?"
We're not even talking about TV. Like, we are so out of control.
we
okay.
just can't. No,
Guys, I'm
out
so
of
sorry.
it.
I have to skip ahead. Like, maybe I'll cut some of this
Go.
out. I
Yeah.
probably won't. It's fine. Okay, so something I did want to tell all the Maddies that I know are interested. The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives reunion is coming out Tuesday, but I learned a very disappointing fact about it.
What?
It was filmed before the season aired.
So they didn't even see.
They didn't even see what was going to be portrayed. Or
You're
like know
lying.
that Nikki, no. Gibbs, do you follow Gibbs? Well, we follow him on our account, but Gibbs, who's like a Bravo-holic, like he's a good follow, you guys, a lot of information there. He did an interview with Jesse, and Jesse said that they filmed the reunion before the season even aired, which brings my next question. Why are they dropping it? Like, why wasn't it just another episode at the end of the
Yeah.
season? Why would they hold on to this for months?
I was gonna say I saw the preview like today again. I don't even care anymore.
It's so this is just another example of Hulu doing Secret Lives of Mormon Wives so dirty. First one is not releasing it episodically or in increments of 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, that really did them injustice because somebody else was saying, like, we talked about them for a week, 2 weeks, but if they dropped it week by week, we would be talking about them for 3 months.
We would still be talking about them.
We'd still be talking about, and we would be getting the reunion that we're looking forward to. But now it's like, oh, the reunion? Okay, like, do we? Sure. But she did say, like, Jessie did say in this interview, like, she was disappointed that they filmed the reunion before the season aired because they didn't know, like, how, like, what was going to come together. So she said, like, a lot of.
One thing?
Yeah.
Demi didn't go because she had a Disney trip planned. Okay, so but why are they said like that they only had like one day to do it and that was the only day. Why did they do it on exactly? So she could have been there and then you could have really gotten at her for all the shit that she pulled this season.
Let's blame Nick. Maybe Nick can only do this one date. Everybody hates him anyway except for us.
Everybody will be happy to jump on that plane.
Let's just blame Nick. It's
plane,
Nick's
train,
fault.
Automobile. Yeah.
Nick Viall, the host of the reunion. Let's blame him. But she did say that she was disappointed that they filmed it before the season, but she said a lot of questions are going to be answered in season 3, which also leads to, like, there's no part 2 of this season. They're just going to drop season 3, but maybe they're going to drop it, like, after this reunion. I don't know, guys. I'm really ticked off about this.
No, because
I wish I didn't know that.
Is that the big thing that you wanted to tell me?
No, I have something bigger than that.
Okay. That's really annoying and really stupid. And I know you like thought you could the to be continued really threw us for like
so
what does
vague.
that mean? But you really thought that there was like a part 2, like a season 2 part 2.
Well, and the reunion is so late. I was like, oh, they must be dropping a couple more epies, you know?
This is so dumb.
So dumb. Okay, so
hire us to like fucking work at Hulu because we know what's up.
We know what's up. And let's get Spencer Pratt on something. Anyway, the other thing that's coming up that we need to decide right here on air are so Real Housewives of OC is dropping July 10th, which is really soon. Are we going to watch? Because I will be watching. And I need to know if you're going to be an active participant.
I will give it a try.
Gretchen is on it. Like, Nuff said. It's going to be crazy.
Epic.
I
can't stand Tamra. Oh, who's the cast? Tell me who the cast is.
Okay. Emily.
Okay.
Gina. Gretchen. Tamra. Jen. Heather.
Why?
Jen?
Yes.
I'm, like, excited to see her. Like, she adds a little, like, aloofness. Like, she keeps it, like...
Has she gotten tougher, though? Because
she did. Oh, my gosh. She stood up to Tamra. No, she stood up to Tamra big time last season and, like, really, like, read her dirty. It was good.
Because she was getting reamed, like, every which way and just took it. Like,
no,
didn't
she
speak
grew
up
hair.
or stand up for her man, like...
Well, we don't need to stand up for her man. He's gross. But she grew up hair last season for sure. Yeah. I'm going to watch. And I do want you to watch because then I think my mom will watch, like, if we're going to be talking about it. And I like it.
Did you say Shannon?
Yeah, Shannon, of course. And
do we know what her and Tamara's relationship is currently?
I feel like they're not friends. Like, I don't think Tamara's... Remember Tamara, like, quit halfway through filming?
Oh, no, I don't, because I didn't watch last season.
No, this season, like, that they filmed, she quit, like, halfway through, and then she was like, oh, I'm back. I was upset about Teddy.
Okay. Who else? I love Heather, but wait, who else was I just going to say? Shit. Oh, Alexis.
No, she's not on it. She was only a friend of, and, like, she did not deliver what they were hoping she was going to deliver, like, at all. Yeah. Okay, now my big breaking news. Okay, so last week... Wait, so we're going to watch OC?
We are.
Okay, great.
We'll start.
July 10th. It's on a Thursday, though, but we can do it. July 10th, Real Housewives of OC. Everybody marketing your calendar. That's, like, 2 episodes from now for us. Okay.
Great.
The breaking news that I want to discuss is that Karen Reed has a deal to develop her story into a TV series and or a movie, and her and Alan Jackson are, like, in control of the script and, like, the story.
So somebody's going to be playing her?
Yes. Okay, let me read this article and then we can dive in. Okay.
I don't even want this. I don't want scripted. I want season 2 of the last thing that we saw with her.
So in this article, it says that there's like Netflix and Discovery / HBO were making dual documentaries for part 2. So we're going to get 2.
I wonder if we're gonna have different perspectives, like because HBO Max had the Karen Reed, like they were.
Yeah.
It seemed like they were more on Karen's side.
At the beginning, they were on Karen's side.
They
At the
were.
end, they were like, she's freaking guilty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just read this real quick. Okay. A scripted adaptation of the Karen Reed murder case, which ended in a recent acquittal, is in the works. Alan Jackson is set to develop a scripted project with Karen Reed chronicling the case that ignited national media attention. The project promises details of the Reed story that has not yet been disclosed to the public, the producer said, which makes sense. Also, Karen makes a
So how are we
statement.
gonna know what's true and what's not, though?
Okay, so Karen made a statement. She said, I've lived in this town with John. I saw what it takes for a small group of powerful people to be above the law. I struggled for over 3 years to overcome this power and corruption, eliciting help from tens of private investigators, multiple attorneys, and eventually the federal government. Like
Tens
the FBI has a
of?
case.
That's weird.
It was ultimately a groundswell of local residents and a grassroots campaign that afforded me the resources I needed to fight back. So, like,
Wow.
I'm sure it's going to be based on a true story, but I'll take it.
Okay.
Like, they're going to be telling the story of literally a police cover-up.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's completely the same thing or not, I'm here for it.
2 things I want to know is, one, is it literally going to be like Karen Reed and John O'Keefe?
Their names.
Yeah, like characters are. Like, are we replaying the story? Or are we just doing like a loose
A girl
adaptation
that's being
of-
accused. It would
of a
be
crime?
easier for them to cast it if it's like a loose interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's like Karen Reed, John O'Keefe, Jen McCabe, like there's going to be imagery that they're going to need to like live up to. And
Do
if
you
they
know
do
who
it
they
that
could
way,
cast for Jen McCabe?
who?
Jim Carrey. Like, I feel like he could do that crazy face. Do you ever seen the lady who looks like Jim Carrey?
No.
She looks I'll have to find her. Looks
Send
like
it
this
to me.
woman. It's a woman
Nikki.
who looks just like him.
I have the perfect casting for Brian Alberts.
Albie Manzo.
Nikki.
Is it?
Yes. Nikki, are you freaking? I cannot believe you just said that. Yes. Like Caroline Manzo's husband.
One answer.
There's one answer and you
That's
freaking
so-
knew it. That's why you're my best friend. Are they not the same person?
Truly. It's like, watch, we go to pull up a picture and they look nothing alike.
No, they do. They look exactly alike.
That's
Nikki, that is
crazy.
so funny. I can't believe you just, that's what, wow. I cannot believe you just said that. We are so simpatico. It's like not even
Brainwaves,
funny.
yo.
Wow.
Also, John's family. I know we're not all Team Karen. Like, we hear us,
Okay, I was like, what?
that know what's up. I feel like people are going to have a problem with this because now she's making money off of,
Oh, you're so true.
like, the death of John.
She's also shopping rights for a book deal. But you know what? Like, she needs the money. Like, this took 3 years of her life, her job, income. Like, so Alan Jackson and the defense lawyers did it pro bono, but, like, if she could pay them back, like, she will. And it's like $5 million or something crazy like that it would have cost her.
I mean, I'll be watching.
And Alan Jackson, like, they're getting paid, okay? And you know what? They just put this woman through hell. She's going to do what it takes to get the story out there to make sure it doesn't happen again, to spread the truth, and to, like, yeah, make a little money.
Yeah.
And it's not capitalizing off of John's death because the people that are responsible for being truthful and solving John's death are the one that caused it. So this is not Karen's fault. They put her in this position by framing
Yeah.
her. And if you still don't believe that she's framed, like, you guys are absolutely insane. Like, I'm so sorry, but there's something wrong. Like,
Yeah. Agreed.
yeah, okay.
Somebody, when we posted our group chat, like, we talked about how is the jury in a group chat, which is actually so funny. And, like, people
So
were
funny.
like, yeah, sign me up. Like, that's like, of course they do. Somebody was like, imagine what they're going to say when they find out that Karen did it.
Oh my God.
Like, shut up.
Did you see that the foreman, the person that like read the verdict or sealed the verdict that like led the charge for the jury, did an interview saying that he either like appealed or like contacted the FBI to like reopen the case because he's so passionate now about that, like this is a cover up. Like he feels so strongly, like he wants to get to the bottom of John's death.
The FBI is going to be all over this. Like,
they're on it. You can't not be after this. Like, this doesn't just go away. That's the thing.
Right.
There's no way. There's too many eyes on it and too many people that need answers that it can't just go away. You would hope, right?
well, and it won't be because now Karen's keeping it alive by getting
Movies,
the
docs,
show out. Yeah,
books. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so Karen Reed aside, I do want to go over some shows that I recommend, and then we'll do Love Island, okay? I'm so sorry, you guys. Again,
Awesome.
I can't help myself. Okay, so these are 2 shows that you can watch with your significant other if you're in a heteronormative relationship, okay?
Okay.
So
you're not
me
going
and
on Queer Ultimatum. So that's
Jack,
for
skip ahead.
everybody. Yeah.
Okay, so me and my husband Andrew, we watched the show Tires on Netflix. It's with Shane Gillis. You can skip season 1. Season 2 just came out. It's so funny. It's just about like this dorky guy that like took over a tire repair auto body shop for his dad, and he's just like trying to make it super successful. It's so stupid. It's so funny. Like seriously,
He is funny.
Nikki, this show is so funny, you guys. If you need, and it's like 20-minute episodes. If you need a fun show to watch with your partner, your husband, watch the show. Another show, because I'm always looking for a show that Andrew and I can watch together. It's like
that's my biggest
mission.
problem.
It's my mission to find something that like we can enjoy.
You know,
And,
John's
like,
picky.
I know. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going to work for John. But also, Andrew and I started watching this new show on Apple that's like still dropping episodes. We're almost caught up, but it's called Stick. It's with Owen Wilson. And it kind of reminds me of like if Happy Gilmore and Ted Lasso like made a TV show. That's what it reminds me of. Have you seen Ted Lasso?
I don't like it.
Okay, well, you should give it another shot. Except for season 3 is really bad. But Owen Wilson plays like this like down and out like ex-star golf player who's just like been through a lot of rough things along the way, and he finds this young kid that's like an unrecognized like golf superstar, and he's trying to like bring him up to be like the next big thing, but he also has like a gambling problem, so he's like trying to make money off of him, and it's really good. It's really good. It's really funny.
Funny?
Yes, funny.
Okay.
It's a comedy. So Andrew and I have been watching that. Another show that I watched, Sans my husband, by myself, Sirens.
Thank you for the clearing. Clear that up for us.
My mom told me to watch the show Sirens on Netflix. I think you'd really like it, Nikki. It's only 5 episodes. It's with Megan Fahey from, oh God.
The name sounds so familiar.
What's that freaking show, Mike White?
White Lotus?
White Lotus. Okay, so Megan Fahey from season 2 of The White Lotus.
Okay.
It's with Kevin Bacon and Julianne Moore.
love Kevin
And then the other girl actress, I don't know her name, but she's such a star. Like, she's going to be such a big star. She's such a good actress. It's like a satire, so it's kind of like a dark comedy making fun of like super wealthy people and how they live their life and like how we interpret their lifestyle.
Sounds like right up my alley.
It's a slow burn. So the first episode, like I watched it. It took me like a while to finish the first episode, but then once I made it through, I was like, I was hooked. The show is really good, and the ending, great job. Love the ending. That's all we could ask for. 5 episodes.
All that matters.
All that matters.
I'm so excited.
So good, you guys. If you're looking for a quick, good show, please watch Sirens. And then I also finished DCC, Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders. I was kind of shitting on it last week, which is, I guess, just like a theme for me here where I really like to put shows down and then I want to come back and bring them back up.
Okay, so we changed our mind.
I changed my mind in the sense that, like, it had a really happy ending.
Okay.
So it starts off, like, you know, where they're just, like, putting these girls down and everyone's crying and it's, like, very emotional. But then I start getting emotional because then they're coming together as a team. Everyone's on the team. They're lifting each other up. Like, the girl camaraderie is so strong. Kelly and Judy, we start to see, like, their soft side. And, like, they really love these girls and they want the best for them. And they're hard on them because, like, they want to make them succeed. And they bring them on this trip to, like, the Bahamas. And it's, like, super fun. but one of the girls like brings a guy back to like bang him in the hotel room, and it's like this whole thing. She's like a group leader.
Is that allowed?
No, it's not allowed. So she gets like put on probation, and we like learn more about her story, and it's just like sad. And I just feel like this season had kind of like a darker undertone. It wasn't as like light and silly as the first season, but it ended on a high note because I think I told you last episode the senior girls of the season were making it their mission to like get the team a raise. They're like, we deserve more money. America agrees with us. So these girls like took it on their own, like the lead girls took it on their own to like contact lawyers and contact HR, and they held a meeting with like the people high up the DCC and like pled their case why they think they deserve more money. And they kind of got shot down and just like ignored, and they all like let it go. Like they were like, we're not going to sign our contracts and we're not going to show up to practice, and they're like, that's fine, don't sign the contract, but like if you decide to be on the team. Yeah, exactly. And they were like, if you decide to be on the team, like that's a non-verbal agreement to the contract. And all the girls were like, well, we want to be on the team. We're not going to like not. Like this is our life. We love it. So they kind of just put it to the side and moved on from it. But in the last episode, they have this like big gala where it's like the end of the year, like kind of like wrap party for all the girlies. And Kelly announces that the next year, like all the girls are getting a raise, a 400% raise because of these girls. And they said it was like long overdue for like years and years and years. And they were so happy that they're finally like going to be making money. So it's like
400%.
So I think
they must have been getting paid nothing.
I think they're getting $500 a game.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I don't know what that comes out to. I should have done more research. I heard 400%. I was like, that's enough for me. I know that like that's qualifies for getting enough. But do you think the girls that like, and they were saying like, if they don't get it, like that's their legacy. Like they're the girls that made that happen. And it's documented. Like we have it on Netflix. But do you think they're like, yeah, good for you guys. Like we did that for you. You're welcome.
And they're done.
They're done. Yeah. I think like all of those girls are done. But you know what? Yeah, good for them. Like they made that happen, and like we know it. We know it, you guys. Like we're proud of you.
Damn, that sucks though.
I know. That's a big
But
raise.
it had to happen. So
had to happen.
I'm
Huge.
shook on the 400%.
I
So
know.
they were getting $500 for all this practice and the games like that.
I don't know. Like the practice was maybe on top of it. Like whatever. I don't know what per hour they were getting paid, but. Yeah, for the games, $500 a game.
So, like you said, these girls
I feel like
are
it
all
was
working.
like $30,000 a season that maybe they were getting paid.
Okay, like each girl.
Yeah, which
Okay, I was gonna say, so they're still working. Like this
they're
isn't
still
their
working.
job.
But the
Okay.
girls were saying like, listen, it's more evolved than it used to be back in the day.
And
like
guess
these
what?
girls.
Everything's fucking expensive. Like nobody's doing things for free. So
Totally.
pay these
And
girls.
these girls are being asked to like go to like perform on stage with Casey Musgraves like during her concert, to go to like special events and charities. Like these girls are being plucked and picked to do all these events. So, like they have full-time jobs, and it's like every single day there's a calendar where they're being asked to like go and do these events. And they're like, we don't, how can we do both? Like we could commit so much more if you paid us more that we don't have to work. I don't have to be a nurse and be a DCC cheerleader, you know?
Yeah.
So
Wow,
it
good
was
for them.
about time. Good for them. Okay, one last thing I want to say, and then we'll move on to Love Island.
Okay.
Nikki's not watching Real Houses of Miami. I told her she doesn't have to because there's too much history there. The only thing I want to say, two things. One, if you're watching Miami, do you think that Adriana's boyfriend is a hired boyfriend for the season? Like, if you're watching,
Is he new?
do you think that he is like an escort? She has this like French boyfriend, and I'm just getting the vibe that like she paid him to come to on-camera events. And I want to know if other people feel that same way. Let me know in the comments. Second thing I want to say is that Gertie, who is a newer cast member, as in the sense of like not an OG from back in the day, she's a fan favorite of mine. I love her. She got into an altercation this episode. This girl, Julia, threw a drink on her. So unwarranted. And the way she handled it, Nikki, she sat back down and she read this girl for filth. She called her out on all of her
Soaking wet.
BS. soaking wet, so like just a flick of the drink, so unbothered by the drink throw that she was so angry. She kept it so cool, and she basically said, "Oh, you're mad at me for this, but this is why you're really mad," and just called her out on all of her BS. And I have never seen a housewives react that way in my life. Like, she refused to leave the party. Like, you get a drink thrown on you, like, you're leaving. And she was like, "I'm going to sit my ass back down." No, she was not wrong. The girl that threw the drink was wrong the whole time.
And so does everybody agree with Gertie?
Nobody defended her. Nobody defended Gertie in the moment. It was so fucked up. But now the internet has taken Gertie's side and like is like, you like, what is wrong with you ladies? Yeah. Like, that was how you handle your shit. So
did she have a man there?
No. There was like no yeah. And it was at Marisol's like wedding event party. It was just such a bad look for this other housewife.
The way that nobody like would be getting their ass beat.
Yes. Can you imagine if this happened on Jersey? Somebody threw a drink on you?
It did happen on Jersey, and they beat the shit out of each other.
Like, multiple times. Yeah, like actually like every season. Yeah. No, she was just like, "Oh, let me tell you why you're really mad, Julia," and just like freaking throwed it in her face. And like, that's how you do it, ladies.
Wow.
That's how you do it. Okay, that's all I have to say about Miami. You'll see it.
Clip.
Okay. Now, for the main event, 3 hours into the episode. While we're all here. Well, while we are here, Love Island.
I am here on this earth.
We ended last episode that we recorded with the Megan Thee Stallion episode.
Yes.
And that was
so much has happened.
But that was such a high for this. Like, we were high on life after we watched that episode.
I told you, I am convinced that Love Island is just rage bait.
No.
I leave angrier and angrier every episode.
You're so right. We left on such a high and we're in such a low right now.
Such a low.
And which is really saying a lot, because every season, whether it's UK or US, the highlight of the season is Casa Amor. Because typically, at this point, there's at least one or two relationships that are pretty strong, and you get to see those relationships tested. Is the man or the woman gonna jump ship? Yeah. Are they gonna dabble? How are they gonna act? How are they gonna act? Are the other islanders gonna egg them on? Are they gonna encourage this?
Right.
What's gonna play out in movie night? Like, what are both sides gonna see? But we're entering Casa Amor.
Wait, what's movie night? They play it?
Oh my God, movie night is when they play clips. Like, clips. They play clips about, I don't think they always did this on US. I think they did it last year for the first time. But they play clips for everybody to see about moments that, like, not everybody saw. So it could be like,
are they all together?
They're all together. It's like girls versus boys, and they have to answer questions, which, like, who's going to pick the clip? There's like a bunch of titles. It'll be like Huda crashing out. Like, oh, I want to pick that clip. Like, what's that about? And it's like something that not everybody has seen.
Oh God.
Yeah. So that usually movie night like reveals a lot. Like, if somebody was like last season, there was like a lot of drama with Kaylor and Aaron said that like he didn't do anything in Casa Amor. But then movie night, we see all these clips of him like making out with this girl in bed and like stuff like that. So that's like the highlight of the season, is like we have Casa Amor and everybody's wilding out, and then they come back, and what are the dynamics when they come back? Are they bringing back a girl? Are they bringing back a boy? They're going to recouple with each other. Like, the shock value of seeing your my eyes like pulling in a Katy Perry here.
No, actually robotic. Here, just hold it up, just proper open.
No one watches the YouTube.
But they said everybody's coming back together. And then are we deciding? Like, it seems like they're doing things a little bit differently this year.
It seems like this season of Love Island, they have hired 50% of paid actors. Ace is a paid actor. Nick is a paid actor.
I love Nick. Don't speak of him like that.
Oh, we are going to get into it, Nikki.
Right.
Shelly is a paid actor. I don't know. Taylor's just
fuck is he doing?
Dumb. Yeah. I don't know what he's doing. Like,
rode his horse up onto the island and still hanging around.
I think they have 20% paid actors and 80% people that are here for a good time. And the actors are doing too much. Mm-hmm. It's getting way out of hand. I think the show is producing way harder than they knew to. Last night's episode, which, as you guys know, was Thursday. So we're talking about Thursday's episode, which was we see Nicolandria come down. Mm-hmm. I feel like the internet is very, like, team Nicolandria. I'll ask you first. How do you feel?
I think it's so dumb. I'm happy that they're still there because I think it's bullshit because they were definitely America's favorites the other day when the other two Islanders went home. They were definitely the favorites, and it's such bullshit that they would get sent home, especially because they do have what seems to be two of the realest connections, like Alandria and Taylor and Nick and Sierra. I know.
Dude,
Taylor is not into her. She is so into him, though.
Can you imagine not being into her? But like, the fact that she is allegedly into him makes me think that she's an actor. Like, I'm so confused, you guys. So we see,
but that's just her demeanor, though.
But I think that production is really seeing what the internet is talking about, and they're giving the people what they want. Like, there is a conspiracy theory going around that Nick and Alondra had, like, the secret love that I never, like, felt that way, but a lot of people did, and a lot of people wanted them to come together, so they did everything in their power to now bring these people together.
She was shocked when he said that.
She was shocked, but also, like, this is where I think Nick is a little dirty. Like, he's just forgetting, like, Sierra, like, ever existed. Mm-hmm. Like, Sierra's over here in Casa Amor, like, not kissing Elon out of challenges, like, really has her heart, like, she's with Vic, with Screech. She really has her heart still with Nick, and Nick gets to recouple with Alondria to go back to the villa, and he is just, I don't know if he's jumping all in because he wants to stay on the show.
I think he is.
I don't know if he's jumping all in because the production said, like, this would be good for TV. Like, play into this. No,
I think he's jumping because he wants to stay in. And but also, Alondra telling Nick several times that Elan kind of looks like him in a sense. Like, like the way she goes, like, kind of looks like Nick. Like, in a sense. Like, in a way.
It's the curly hair.
It's, okay, jumping again. Why are they picking clones of each other? Why is Pepe with Fana?
Well, they don't... Not Vanna. Fake Hannah. Fana.
Yeah. And Vanna. You know her real name is Savannah.
Oh, I like Savannah better. Savvy? But I do feel like they're not even showing Pepe anymore. Like, Pepe and Iris are so irrelevant to the show. They're so irrelevant to the show right now, and I just feel like the production is focusing on what they think we want to see. But what I wanted to see was, like, real connections. Like, never, I don't think ever have we gone into a Casa Amor where there's not one couple that is, like, closed off, as they say, where it's like, what are they going to do? There was no relationships. I guess, but there was, like, no relationship going into Casa Amor. And also the twist of Casa Amor voting people out and coupling up defeats the whole purpose of Casa Amor. Like, you're supposed to get to know everybody, like, mingle around, like, taste a little bit of everything. So dumb. And also, I think Casa Amor is over, like, tonight. They're just, like, rushing through it. I just feel like this season...
There's no connections in Casa either.
None. And I just
like, there was no connections to the original Islanders.
I know.
Barely any.
That's the problem.
And now there's no connections with the guys, and the guys don't like the new girls. The girls aren't even super into the new guys. The only guy that I think, like, has a chance is Shelly's man.
See, like, I think she is just playing into it to, like, for TV, because, like, her and Ace are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, they are, definitely.
They're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Did you see the videos of him? Like, you know how he does the dance videos with, like, men in, like, Pakistan? Like,
yeah.
Whatever. He does, like, different types of videos with, like, different groups of people. Like, he did, like
teaching them how to dance.
Yeah, he did, like, a video with, like, a group of people with Down syndrome. Like, he gets, like, a group of people and then, like, teaches them how to dance. Yeah. And he was telling them, say, Happy Valentine's Day, Shelly. Yes. Did you see the clip?
I did see the clip. They're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yes.
For sure. Or they met and they've kept in touch and they both got casted on and they were like, this is our time to be together. Like,
which is so nuts.
But February, that was so long ago. But either way, like, there's more going on there. And also, the reason why I feel like Taylor and Alondria is so fake is because obviously everybody noticed that when Alondria and Nick woke up in the villa, Taylor saw them and ran to dogpile on top of Nick, did not even look at Alondria, did not give her the time of day. They were in like a semi-serious couple. She wasn't even upset by that.
Yeah.
Can you explain that to me? One, he didn't acknowledge her, and two, she wasn't upset by it. How is that normal?
I think that's just the way that she's presenting herself. Like,
Nikki,
even when
I
she got
don't
voted
know.
off, she's just very calm, cool, and collected. Like, I am not going to let him see me sweat. She's like somebody who's like, if I let it go and it comes back to me, it's mine. If I let it go and it doesn't come back, it was never mine to begin with. Like, that's
Or she's
like
an actress.
Alondria.
I can't tell. I really cannot tell. Or she's an actress. Because then even Taylor is like, I feel like when Taylor and
Super
Alondria
into
have
Clark.
really into Clark, they kind of like look alike. But when Taylor and Alondra are having that conversation at the fire pit, and he was like telling her, like, I'm into Clark, and I'm not
And he was
really
gonna ping pong?
No, I felt like he was like telling his mom or like his aunt, and he like didn't want to disappoint them and be like, I'm kind of like into this girl. It was just such a weird conversation. And she was like, okay. Like, I just feel like the vibe was so off. They weren't, like, excited to see each other, even as friends.
Yeah.
Like, they were not excited to see each other. And then even after that conversation, she's, like, in the room with the girl saying, like, well, it's weird seeing you guys here trying to get my man. Like, that's my man. Like, she's still acting like she's into him. And I'm like, wait, what? Did I just miss something? You guys didn't care about seeing each other. You didn't want to say hi. You just had a conversation where he said he's not into you. And you're still going around saying, like, Nikki, I don't know. And then even when Nick was talking to her on what is that little bed that they call
The sun something.
the sun
Not the
deck?
speakeasy.
Is it the speakeasy?
No, the
Whatever. They go to that
is
little like cushiony room.
bed.
Guys, we're old. Like our brain can only
Ace's
hold
old
so much.
bedroom.
Ace's old bedroom. And Nick and Alondra, like Nick is like professing his love for her. She's like, really? Like,
Yeah, shocked.
people are like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this. I was like, I don't see the sexual tension there. Like, when they
No.
kiss, it was a hot, passionate kiss, but it still felt so forced for me. Like, I feel like Nick was like, let me at it. And she was like, okay, I guess I'll like give you this a little bit. Like, and again, he had this close relationship with Sierra and like not even a thought in his mind. Nothing.
So what do we think is going to happen there? Also, I think it's bullshit that they sent Alandria back to
The villa.
in the villa.
Totally
Like,
agree.
what does she want to be with these random bitches?
Totally. It's just such a weird
That's not
spin.
fair.
That's why I feel like they did this on purpose because this season is not about connections. It's about getting people to talk about the show. And they're doing such a good job at making us talk because they're pissing us off every episode.
Even
And
Jeremiah.
people-
We haven't even talked about Jeremiah yet. Like, I'm pissed that he went home.
At this point, he's been gone for like an eternity, it feels like.
I know, but I'm pissed.
I know. That was so stupid. And Huda, every time they show her interacting with a guy, I'm so
Yeah. it's
creeped
icky.
out. And when she was flirting with TJ, or trying to flirt with TJ, I felt like it was almost as if like when Wednesday Addams like smiles like for the first time like at summer camp and everybody like doesn't know how to act. They're like so scared. They're like, yay. Like
Yeah, like literally
smiling.
just wishing he could just like be that meme that like backs up into the bushes.
yeah, because it's like a little terrifying. It's like, oh God,
Yeah.
oh God, it's happening. Like that's how I felt watching it. I was like, why is she doing that? And she was like, Mamacita still got it.
But
It's like,
that's
no,
the
he was
thing,
scared
is
for
that
his life.
She thinks that she's like such a player. Like, they're not into it.
Ew. And then
Who's
when
her
he made,
couple?
I don't know his
in
name, but
Casa?
when she made out with Chris, Shelley's man in Casa during the challenge, she
Which was
she
disgusting.
just like acts like her life is like a porno. Like every time she gets a chance to be like super sexual, she takes it to the next level. And Chris was like, whoa, I was not expecting that. Like Huda might be on the radar now. I'm like, men are so easily manipulated. It's
Yeah.
so insane. That's all it takes is like a slutty little kiss, and you're like, oh,
But
I
that's
gotta
why
check out Huda.
Zach. That's why Zach picked Amaya, because she was like willing to make out with him over
It's-
Alandria.
These men are so gross, and that we feel like
Weenies.
as women that we have to do that to get these men. But that's what Love Island does. It's like you have to draw these people in sexually to stay on the show.
Yeah. I agree with you though, and the thing that I don't like is like, yeah, I know it's a show and it's like technically kind of a game, but like I don't like that it's so gamey. And the fact that the girl Jaden didn't stand up for Nick, like that was all part of a game too. Like I was seeing people saying online that like the plan was that she was going to stand up and save him, and then Austin would have gone home and Daddy Ace would have been so happy. But like good for this girl, and she didn't. And you know what? That's the smartest thing she could have done, because Austin has no connection to anybody. If she would have picked Nick, Nick would have gone back and picked Sierra in 2 seconds.
100%. And people say that, like, that's why in that recoupling, she looked so emotional because she knew she, like,
That she was gonna get in
wanted to
trouble.
pick Nick, but she knew that she was a pawn. And if she picked
Yes.
him, it wouldn't
Which
have
is so
ended well
sick.
for her. And that's why she was like, I was like, wow, this girl's really struggling. Like, I thought she was going to pick him. And I was like, and then I saw those clips. I was like, oh my God. And then you see Ace giving eyes to Taylor. Taylor
yes.
giving eyes to Nick. They're all looking at each other
smiling,
like,
yeah.
it's working, it's working. And then she doesn't stand up and they're like,
Good for her.
oh, so that reminds me. I wonder if they do a movie night, if they would show things that we haven't seen, conversations that we haven't seen. Because what are they going to expose to each other? There's no loyalties there. You're not like calling anybody out, which is the point of movie night. You're like exposing people for like betraying you or talking behind your back. Like, I feel like that's all off the table. I wonder if they're going to show America, like, here's Ace plotting behind the scenes to keep Nick on the
Maybe.
show. Here's Taylor plotting behind the scenes to stay on the show by leading Alondria on. Like, I wonder if they're going to... those conversations are happening 100%. Here's
Yeah.
Austin picking Amaya just to stay on the show. Like, I wonder if they're going to show America what we've been missing. Because what are they going to expose
But we're
to each
not
other in
dumb.
the
We
villa?
know. Like, we're figuring it all out without movie night.
I would love
But
to
it's
be
not even like
validated in that, though, you know?
they can't even like show much, because like nobody's really even into each other. Like we've said a million times at Casa or the Villa. Like
Well, that's
Sierra's
what I'm
not really
saying.
making out hardcore with Elon, or you know, I don't even know if I'm saying his name.
I
right,
wonder if
'cause-
that's why they're saying, like, everybody is going to go back to the villa because they know that nobody would recouple.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they
so
just
dumb.
know that everybody would just go back and be like OG strong, like Villa strong,
Yeah.
and nobody would really recouple because there's no
No
there's no
connection.
connections with these guys, so they're gonna at least go back to the guys they were with where they feel safe
Yeah.
with, you know?
Let's make
Pissing me
predictions.
off. Like, but
The only people that I think would switch up is Shelly and Ace.
if
you don't
they
think either of
did,
them are
it
switching
would
up?
be for TV. Like,
Okay.
it would be something where that, like, they discussed beforehand. Like, this would be great for TV.
I think that Taylor is picking Clark.
100%. Austin and Jalen, I actually feel like
Jaden.
Jaden, I actually feel like they seem suited for each other.
They
Like,
actually
just
are, yeah.
they're very similar, like the way they talk and like they're just like a similar
IQ
vibe. So I can see that
level.
working out. Yeah. They haven't shown us Pepe and
Fana.
no, what's her
Fake Hannah.
actual name though? Grayson.
Yes.
Yeah, Pepe and Grayson, but I'm sure like they're gonna stay because like Pepe was single, right? So they're gonna stay in a couple. Huda's just gonna couple up with whoever she's with and wait for a bombshell. Like it's just, and they're ending Casa more early. Like it's just annoying.
I don't want anybody to win this money, but I know, I'm sorry that you hate Nick, but like I love him.
A lot
He-
of people love him, Nikki.
Reminds me of Walter Goggins so much now, and it's
Walton.
all that Walton Goggins, and it's
Yeah.
all I see now.
I
and
agree.
it like kind of is hot. Like I don't know
It
why,
is,
because I
like-
don't think like Walton Goggins hot, but like I guess
No,
maybe,
his
like,
smile.
a weird way. Like yeah,
His
and Nick
smile is very
funny, and I
disarming.
love a funny guy.
He is funny, but I just feel like he's like BS. And I like Sierra more than I like Nick, so I can't. Because to me, I'm like, Sierra, I love Alondria, gorgeous, great girl. But to me, I'm like, you're going to do Sierra like that. And not that he purposely didn't close it off, but he also had a conversation with her before Casa Amor saying, like, that's what I want. I want to do this with you. And then to immediately just turn and be like so giddy and excited, like he's been waiting for this moment the whole show. Like, you could have had it.
Yeah.
You could have done something about it. Now you're not even thinking about our girl.
I'm very interested to see how they both explain this. And Alandria is probably like, I keep going back and forth between Alandria and Alandria, but
So do they.
fucking
They say Alandria.
Alandria? Mm-hmm. I feel like she probably has such a pit, like knowing that she's doing this to Sierra too. She's probably like, bitch, I'm not even that into you, Nick.
She
Like,
hasn't
now I
mentioned
have to,
a
like,
pit.
make out with you, but that's her friend, no?
I know, but nobody's brought up Sierra, at least, but they haven't shown it in the editing. Mm-hmm. Like, she seems excited that Nick's excited. I don't know. It's just like people are like, "Oh my god, we've been waiting for this." I'm like, "Have we?" Like, I don't see
was
it.
not.
I can see Nick being into it because, like, who wouldn't be into her, Alandria, besides Taylor? Like, he's the only person on the planet.
I wish, like, one of these guys at Casa would have scooped her up. Like, I can't believe nobody.
But the Casa guys aren't even good. Like, where's Harry Jousey? Like, where are the Harry Jouseys? Where's men like that? Like, a freaking stud, great personality, super funny, can charm anybody. Even if he's just there for a good time, let's show these girls a good time.
I know.
Like,
everybody
come
was
on.
like, no high caliber guy is going to come on the show. I'm like, guys, we're not like really asking for high caliber. Like, let's just get some hot ass tens.
A sexy F-boy.
Big, beefy, hot tens.
There's literally a show called F-Boy Island that has so many gentlemen that we could pick from that are just like hot, goofy, good personality, not serious. Like, you're not going to settle down with them, but like they'll be fun to watch on TV, and they're good looking, and they will bring great conversation. Even the relationship with the men is actually my least favorite dynamic between guys on the show because, like you said, Daddy Ace running the show, the way he sits like this.
With his feet not even touching the ground.
No, and like
dangling off
every
the couch.
conversation, and he seems like so disappointed whenever like he's not getting his way, or like Shelly was like having conversations with him a couple episodes, and he did not like what she had to say, and you could just tell that their conversation, she's like trying to gain back his love.
He's like a pouty little bitch.
Yes, and it's just like, why does this little man have so much control over over everybody here, and even like Taylor, when Taylor. The next morning after Alondra was there, and she like walked by with her breakfast, and Ace was like, "You're not going to go talk to her?" And Taylor was like, "Oh, do you think I should go now? Should I go talk to her now? What do you think?" I'm like, just be a person. Do you need Ace to tell you when to go talk to the person you've been in a couple for 3 weeks?
No,
Like,
because
what?
Taylor's like an immature baby. Like, he's just there for Bro Island. Like, he's
It's
not
actually
there
creepy.
to find. I think
That,
he would
like-
couple up with Nick if he could.
Oh my god, when him and Nick were hugging for like 20 fucking minutes in the room while Alondra again is just sitting there and no one has acknowledged her existence, I'm like, is this a joke? Talk about
I
ick.
also feel like he's overcompensating for like having another girl there that he's into. Like, so he's just like maybe feels uncomfortable and awkward, so he's like making it like more of a.
But that's what I'm saying. Like for Alondra to just sit back and be okay with him dogging her like that was that's what made me feel like, okay, so you don't actually care about him, but you're like pretending for the plot that like that was your man. But that was never your man to begin with if that's how he treated you.
She should, which is what she said, but she should speak up
Yeah.
and say like, that's cool, like I understand you want to explore, but like, do you want to explore with me? Because I'm noticing that your connection with Clark is like way above where we are or were starting off. So if you want to explore with other people, that's fine, but be real. Like, do you want to explore with me? Because if you don't, then just like
He doesn't.
deuces. No, he does not.
Well, I'm
He does
excited to
not.
watch tonight's episode. That's for damn sure.
Me too.
I know.
Any minute now.
Any other Love Island takes?
I
Thoughts?
don't believe so. I don't believe so.
Should we get into our not mad about it?
You should. I don't have one.
Oh, okay. Well, I have one. I'm excited to
I do.
discuss. Okay.
I do.
All right. Our not mad about it segment is just something that happened to us this week, a thought that popped into our head, something that made us stop and think, you know what? I'm not mad about that. And something that I'm not mad about is I've said before in previous episodes, not mad about Facebook mom groups. But I want to say, I'm not mad about Facebook groups in general. Basically, the only purpose of my Facebook right now is for groups, and specifically food groups. So I somehow joined, without my knowledge or consent, by the way, Facebook, I somehow joined a Rhode Island pizza Facebook group. And everybody's posting about like their favorite pizza places in Rhode Island. And Rhode Island's so small. So it's like, imagine it's like Long Island Facebook pizza group, right? So everyone's commenting, like posting pictures. Oh, I finally got this pizza at this place. I got this pizza at this place. Oh, what do you got? What's the best pizza in this town? What's the best pizza in this town? I'm just searching. Pizza, my town near me. Andrew and I have been tasting the rainbow around here. It has been.
You got pizza tonight.
So every Friday we get pizza. Wow, I said
From a
that
different place.
so crazy. So every Friday we get pizza. Unbeknownst to us, the pizza place that we get from typically is literally like the best pizza place in the town that we live in. And some people say Rhode Island, which is why we get there every Friday. Like we just, that's like, they say with like a chef, like you either have kitchen sense or you don't. Like that's my kitchen sense. Like I knew that place was gold the second we tried it. But I have been trying, we've been tasting other places around town. I didn't know Rhode Island had such a big pizza community. Like all these different bar pizza.
Community?
Yeah, a big pizza community, like Detroit pizza, Sicilian pizza, like so many different types of pizza. So we've been like sampling. I'm having a great time, but even better than pizza, Nikki. So once that opened my eyes, I said, oh, wow, I didn't know this existed. This whole world on Facebook of food groups. Let me join one. I need a good deli. I need a good deli sandwich. Being from New York, very important. Gotta have a good deli. I've already found my bagel place without joining a bagel Facebook
You
group.
did that like pioneer woman style.
Yeah, like
yeah.
second I got to Rhode Island, I'm tasting every bagel place around town. I found one. I feel happy about it. Don't need to look further. But I need a deli because Mama needs a deli sandwich. I joined a Rhode Island deli sandwich Facebook group. Now, Nikki, let me tell you, the pictures that people are posting, I'm salivating. Like every day, it's like a meatball sub here, a chicken parm sub here, an Italian sub here, a turkey club, all these sandwiches. So I look up last weekend. Andrew and I were like, we need lunch. I'm like, I need a sandwich. Let me go to my sandwich group and just see what's about town. Type in my town. I start looking. I'm like, okay, what place is being recommended the most in my town? We pick that one, look up the menu. Instantly, I'm like, wow, I'm going to be coming here every week. Every sandwich on this menu was like 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I got a sandwich. So good. Andrew got like an Italian. So I got, the sandwich that I got was so abnormal for me, but they really sold me on it. It was like turkey, salami, mozzarella, arugula, and balsamic glaze. So good. Andrew got like a classic Italian. So good. Big fucking sandwich. I'm so excited to taste the rainbow at this deli.
How much does that cost you?
$14
Per sandwich.
per sandwich.
Can I tell you, I nearly dropped dead the other day. I got 2 egg sandwiches. 2 eggs, bacon, well done, cheese, on a roll.
Yeah.
2 of those. How much do you think it cost me?
$20.
Yeah, just let's $18.
Yeah, it's insane. It's crazy out there.
For 2 egg sandwiches?
Nikki, that's the
Never
world
in
we
my
live in.
life. I'm never eating an egg sandwich again.
No, it's expensive. That's why the pizza place that we go to, before I even did research, we loved because we get like, it's Sicilian style, but it's not like super thick like New York. Mm-hmm. And they put the toppings first and then the cheese on top. And I love that. But it's $12
For a pie?
And it's like a square. And it's like,
Oh, you're not
it's like-
getting that anywhere.
You're not getting that. You're not getting that. And it's enough for me and Andrew with a couple slices left over.
Well, yeah.
$12.
Soon
And
you're
we
gonna
get
have to be feeding the
toppings.
boys.
I know. Nikki, we get
Wow.
2 toppings. So anytime I've in my dabble of pizzadom from the group, every other pie is $30. So I'm like,
That's
one,
not right.
we've already
Criminal.
got the best spot and it's the cheapest. Why would we look any further?
Price is right, yeah.
The price is right. And they're doing a dang good job. So yeah, sorry to go on a tangent about Facebook food groups, but if you need a good sandwich in your town, please join your local group. I'm here.
will be looking.
Sponsor Myers.
Wow,
Please
you
vote for
hear
me
that,
for
Mark
Facebook
Zuckerberg?
food group. Please vote for me.
Hired by Hulu and Facebook. Sponsored by
Facebook sandwich group. Okay. That's all I
Wow,
got.
stunning. Thank you.
And I'm definitely
Well,
going to
mine
get
is-
another sandwich this weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait to hear it. Can you get something with chicken cutlet?
That's what I was going to say. I need to get a chicken cutlet. Something. Yeah.
Like a chicken cutlet club or something. Like
Yeah.
some
Cheese,
bacon,
lettuce,
cheese.
tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
I'll do that
No.
for you.
Thank you so much for me. Thank you. My not mad is something that you guys aren't going to be happy about. And I hate to have to tell you this.
I'm scared.
We need to start getting up before our kids.
I can't do it, Nikki.
Okay, I'm not talking 5 a.m. Well, for you, yes,
Okay.
because your kids are up so early.
Yeah.
For me, my kids wake up around like 6:30, like really early, between like 6:30 and 7:30. And
Okay.
I usually just rock until they wake up. Like I'm sleeping. And I wake up when I hear footsteps and when somebody's waking me up or somebody's crying. But sometimes I've been getting up before the kids, like whether it's I'm just up or whatever. It is so nice. And I'm talking like 30 minutes, 20 minutes here. I get a load of laundry in. I make my coffee. Sometimes I told you, my episodes of Love Island.
Yeah.
Like
then
I
now
just
that I would
scroll.
wake up for. Yeah.
And then I just feel better, like for
Yeah.
the day. So the kids still wake up at the same time, but it's like, now I already had my coffee. Like
Yeah.
I'm
You're
settled. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be bossed around now. I'm not ready to be bossed around the second that my eyes open.
I know. It's
The demands
so
start.
annoying. It's so annoying.
I need a water. I need a drink. I need. Can I watch this? I need you
Yeah.
to get me. No. Mommy's not getting anything right now because
Yeah.
mommy's eyes aren't open. So when I wake up like 20 to 30 minutes earlier, I'm not doing like workouts. I'm not going crazy. Like I'm not doing chores. Like I'm just getting a little time to literally crack my eyes open, get my bearings, and then I'm able to start my day. And it's always goes much smoother. And I feel more motivated to
Yeah.
do things because then I'm like up and I'm like a
You're
little
already there.
Yes.
It's not like
my
such
day
a
has
shock
begun.
to the system.
Yes, exactly.
As they say on Instagram, your cortisol hasn't spiked.
Yeah.
That's a big
for
thing.
dang,
You're
I'm sure.
controlling your cortisol. Yeah. That's honestly
Yeah,
a
so
good
that's
tip.
just a little tip. Like 15 minutes, 20 minutes,
Yeah.
30 minutes. I'm not talking about an hour. I'm not journaling. I'm not meditating. I'm not like touching the grass and looking
You're doing your
directly at the sun. Yeah, we're not doing all of that. We're just like trying to drink our coffee and watch the latest Love Island, like because you know your girl's falling asleep. 9 is very late to start an episode. So.
It is late. Oh my god. I'm just cracking up that like we were texting each other like, oh, we only have Love Island to recap. Like it's just gonna be like a quick 1 hour
quickie.
episode. Here we are, like almost 2 hours deep. You guys, what's wrong with us? And honestly, I want to know because I feel like it's so divided that like there's people that listen just for TV recap, and there's people that don't watch the shows and that listen like just to hear us shoot the shit. Like just be us. And can you please comment on our Instagram when we post our like our little TV like episode title post, like do you like both? Like did you like that it was just a little bit of TV and that we were just like talking about my 10-month-old son sitting on the potty?
We won't judge you either way.
Yeah, if that makes it to the episode.
Oh, it's making it.
It's making it. But let us know because like we want to bring you guys the best episode ever. We appreciate you guys, our listens. Sarah Barr, we see you. Hey Nikki, we see you, girl. Thank you.
Well, I want to say we did send out some stickers
We did.
to one of our favorite Maddies. So, drop a comment. We'll send some
very
your way.
excited. Yeah.
From
And
Not Mad HQ.
on that note, if you like this episode, send it to a Maddie, send it to a baddie, somebody you know and love. And we love you guys, and we'll see you next Monday.
Let's go, Love Island. Love ya. Bye.
Deuces. Bye.